Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your tarot card reading for January 2023. Since this is a general reading, keep in mind that the roles of the individuals or energies identified may be swapped and that the intensity of the situation may vary. Feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. I'll be going through these cards, and at the end of the reading, I will be pulling oracle cards to answer 3 of your questions. So in this first column, we get a message from your higher self about an aspect of your life, finding peace. You have Sanat Kumara. You have the Moon, Judgment, and 7 of Pentacles. In this middle column, we look at the energy of your love life. We have shifting universes. We also have 7 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and Ace of Cups. I also noticed that the number on this card is a 7, like the 7 of Wands. In this third column, we get a message from your future self about prosperity. So this message about success, good fortune, happiness. You have simplicity. You also have Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Star. So here, the card at the bottom of the deck, influencing energy, you have the 9 of Pentacles. This individual is keeping things simple by enjoying the environment, just reading a book, and taking time for themselves. So that seems to be the influencing energy for you, Libra. So let's take a look at this message of light activation. Area of your life finding peace. It says, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So here there's a sense of, being you, being yourself. If there has been a sense of maybe fear lately or self-doubt, you have this Moon card here, and with the Moon, there's a lack of clarity. There is a kind of fear about things that are hidden or unknown, kind of the mind playing tricks on you. And that kind of comes when there is some doubt. So you also have here the Judgment card, and that is, taking time to honestly reflect on your past, things that you did, things you said or didn't say, and kind of recognizing the things that you are responsible for, things you're not responsible for, and kind of letting go of things that no longer serve you. With the 7 of Pentacles, there is a sense of investing into something, whether it's a new project, a career path, a relationship, and doing what you can, and then kind of, making a decision of whether or not it's something you want to keep investing in or something you no longer want to invest in. But if you invest with, at the beginning with your whole heart, and not have certain expectations, you can have goals and, hopes, but having certain expectations, if those aren't met, that's when certain disappointments can come about. So here, what's interesting is this kind of moon card, this judgment card, reflecting on the past and so forth. There is a Mercury retrograde that starts at the end of December 2022 and goes through, I believe, January the 18th of 2023. So with the Mercury retrograde, it's, things coming up from the past, old problems or exes, old friends, memories kind of coming up from the past. It's also a time where thoughts and communication can get foggy and disrupted. Things that you expect to occur don't really occur, or there's miscommunication. So let's take a look at this moon card here. You have here the Page of Wands. So this is a card of like expression, exploration, curiosity. It's also a card of hearing things and like hearing news, giving news. So it might be that there's some lack of clarity when there's some news there, but I'm going to pull another card for that Page of Wands. You have the Temperance card. So here, when it comes to like hearing things or giving news, take it with a grain of salt, have some patience, maybe pay some more attention and focus on what it is that's trying to be conveyed, and take your time on that. So let's see about this Judgment card. You have the Hanged Bunny. So this is another card of reflection, another card of patience, taking your time. This will allow you to see things from a different perspective. So there seems to be a common theme here so far of taking things slowly when you're reflecting on the past, or even when you aren't really clear on a certain path ahead. And overall, you have that inner light that should help you figure out exactly what to do, where to go. So let's see how the Seven of Pentacles plays in. You have the Five of Wands. So there might be some conflict, competition, feeling pulled in different directions. Again, there's that concept of taking time, focusing on what's there, trusting yourself, your inner voice, your inner light, and possibly help to remind others or yourself the initial reasons why you took on certain tasks, or the initial hopes that you had for something, so that you can prioritize certain things, hear out certain concepts that might not have been heard before. So here, when it comes to your love life and this shifting universes, there is going to be a huge change, and change can be good. Which is interesting, because with the Seven of Wands, you have here someone who is standing their ground. They might not want to change, or they might not want to change the way someone else wants them to. When it comes to the Five of Swords here, this is a sense of conflict to the extent of winning at all costs, causing more harm than good, and really choosing yourself over um, over the choosing your personal victory over the integrity of whatever the situation is. And you also have Ace of Cups, which is a sense of having love, happiness, fulfillment, and being in control of, uh, well, being offered that. And then once that's offered, being in control of how you use that, what you do with that emotion. So let's take a look here. It's kind of a sense of, maybe again, this Mercury retrograde pops its head up, and you need to really make sure, what is it you're standing for? What is it that you're demanding? What is it that you're not compromising? Or other people, what are they demanding? What are they not compromising? And kind of maybe take a look at what the conflict is and see if there's another way to interpret those things, and kind of come from a place of love. So let's take a look at what the Seven of Wands is about. You have the Hermit card. So it might feel like you have really put in some effort, or a lot of effort, when it comes to your love life, and feel like you're not getting support. Whether it's support from, the significant other, or support from someone you're interested in terms of like, is this going somewhere? Like you're kind of going on a journey on your own. Let's take a look at, I want to pull another card for this Hermit here. You have the Knight of Wands. So it seems like it might be, that's the focus, is it feeling like this is being done on your own, and there's not really, positive recognition going on there. But that just seems to be a sense of just a certain focus for whatever reason. So let's take a look at the Five of Swords. You have the Ace of Cups. So it could be a situation where almost things need to get worse before they get better, and recognizing that even when things, when things are communicated, there's emotions that are attached to it, whether or not those emotions are obvious or not. And so basically it seems like there's going to be some type of shift. Hopefully the shift is more towards, coming from the heart, as opposed to having an end goal or strategy kind of at play. So let's see what the Ace of Cups is about down here. We have the Page of Swords. So Libra, you are someone who is curious, likes to get some facts about things, but when it comes to how you're feeling, like what to do with emotions, that's something you might need to kind of sit with for yourself for a bit and see, what it is that your goal ultimately is. So it might be that it feels like you're doing things on your own, but it could be because you need some time on your own to kind of see what it is that you want, see what it is that you truly desire, and how you can communicate more from the heart, from an area of curiosity. And here, because you have the Ace of Cups with the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords, again, with the Mercury being in retrograde, it might be that watching your words, how you communicate, even like the tone of communication, take an extra moment to kind of think, is that truly how I feel, how I want the other person to feel when they receive this communication, or does it come off in a way that um, the ego is more involved than the heart. Then you come over here to this message about prosperity, and you have this card of simplicity. So here, this is another kind of like indicator of needing to maybe simplify things in your life, get some rest, kind of get away from drama or other people's opinions, and declutter things around you. Um, do what you feel you need to do. And with this Ace of Wands, it indicates that when you kind of simplify things, when you start limiting the distractions around you, whether they're people, whether they're things in your line of sight in your environment, then what you are really passionate about, what you want to go after, becomes clearer. And you have the Hierophant here. In this deck, you can see that they're doing yoga poses, and it's a sense of like teaching, how to relax, how to have a certain peace of mind. So, Libra, if you are looking for a way to release tension, relaxing, getting some peace of mind, then simplicity, breath work, yoga, meditation. Actually, this could just be meditation. But basically, there's a sense of taking things to a more peaceful like mindset. And then you have this star, and that's a card of not only clarity, but healing. So it seems that with this sense of calm, sense of healing, sense of clarity, there will be things that are truly desirable coming your way. So, and with this shifting universes having to do with the love life, it may be that how you see time alone, or being on your own, shifting that to kind of enjoying and being grateful for that time alone, shifting that view can open up this prosperity of, good fortune and happiness, success. So let's take a look at the Star card here. Well, these two wanted to come out. You've got the World card and the Ten of Pentacles. So you've got success, you've got good fortune, happiness, wealth. That's kind of everything I was just saying about what like prosperity is. So it's really interesting. The Star card comes after the Tower card. The Tower is kind of like when everything kind of just, everything you thought was stable just experiences an upheaval, chaos, maybe it feels like your universe is shifting. And then here comes the Star, where there's a sense of recognizing the truth of you and who you are and the beliefs that you need to have in order to kind of move forward and rebuilding those perspectives. And here, the World card, it's also a sense of a end of a journey and a beginning of a journey, and in a way, a rebirth. So let's take a look at this Hierophant. You've got the Ten of Cups. So to some degree, you've got these two family cards. Libra, if you have some past conflict with like family members, then it seems like this prosperity, this concept of simplicity really will help with that. And in terms of the Ace of Wands, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this Ace of Wands could be a new perspective when it comes to your career path, the job that you have, the jobs you want to pursue, what it is that you want to plan for your future. So I'm going to close the reading with the Revolving Time Oracle to answer up to 3 of your questions. Feel free to pause the video if you need time to think of questions. This can be yes or no questions, a question about timing. So here we go with the first card. You have the answer of balance. It is card, what is that number? 14. Element is fire. The answer is undecided. For timing, it is Sagittarius season. This is the equivalent to the Temperance card. So could be undecided because some time is needed to get a sense of balance, focus on what it is that is important, and thoroughly kind of assess that. So for your second question, you have this card of temptation, 15. This is equivalent to the Devil card. The answer is no. And for timing, it is Capricorn season. So here you've got undecided, no, and if there is kind of a feeling of powerlessness, then taking some time to think about things can help you possibly figure out what those temptations are, what might need to change. And for your third question, is this one card? Yes. You have this Manifest card, card 1. This is equivalent to the Magician. Answer is yes. In terms of timing, it says time is running fast. So keep in mind that this Magician corresponds with the planet Mercury and communications. And with Mercury being in retrograde, there's a real kind of need to focus on what you say, what you communicate, possibly take some time to think about those things before you speak, before you act. And I'm hoping that this provides a helpful perspective of your January 2023. We'll see you next time. Take care.